to have this person wander into one of our showcase nights and blow the room up. Can we have a round of applause for the comedy Miss Michelle Tomko?
Thank you, Mr. Butch. Thank you. Hi, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Thanks for being here. You guys know that there is a strip club next door, correct?
Yeah.
You're good? Okay, you're not lost. Because that's where this bachelor party, right? And it's kind of like throwing a 3-year-old's birthday party at a dentist office when there's a Chuck E. Cheese right next door. I just think it's weird. Who's the best man? Who threw this? Who threw this? Who is it? What's your name? What's your name? Sean. Attaboy, Sean. You're winning at life. You are awesome. You're like, hey, it's his last night. I think he would like to see a fat middle-aged lesbian talk about her wife and kids for 8 minutes instead of going next door where there's 20-year-olds taking their clothes off. That's good. And I don't think by the looks of all your sweaters and sweatshirts, I don't think any of you can afford me because I charge by the pound. Bow. 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 I didn't do very well next door. That's why, because I charged by the pound. This town has no money. I just, didn't do well at all. But hang on to those wristbands. That's very important, especially for the groom. You keep that in your wallet because when you do go to the strip club and you come home and your wives and girlfriends are like, where were you? You're like, I was at the comedy club. Like, no, you weren't. You were at the strip club. You're like, no. And you pull out your Butch Bradley's Comedy Hideaway bracelet. You're good. Because we actually sell those at the strip club for $50. And now you just have one for free after this night. Like you got it for $30, so that's awesome. Yeah. Some fantasy's weird stuff. I'm doing fantasy football this year for the first time. I find that to be a very odd thing. It's not what I expected to be at all. Like when I heard the words fantasy football, what I thought was that throughout the football season, I would be having sex with 11 other people. But it's not what it means. It's not what it means. What it means is that I'm going to pretend to have an office job in the National Football League. And I don't understand how the word fantasy moves so far away from the word porn. I'm not sure what you young people are doing out there, but it's very strange. It's a lot of work to do fantasy football, too. I'm finding it's a lot of work. And I was doing all this researching players. I'm like, this sounds like work. Like, how am I going to get out of half of this? And what I decided is that I would have my girlfriend help me with it, under the guise of it's something that we can do together. So we did all this research on the draft, and I'm at the draft, and I have my stickers and my laptop out, all my players list. And then like 5 minutes before the draft, my girlfriend says, by the way, I don't want any rapists or wife beaters on my team. My team has like 8 kickers on it now. Like a couple hot dog vendors from Giant Stadium. I think we have like a janitor or something from the Jets. We have the WNBA covering our bye weeks. It is just not looking good for my team, which I aptly named the Codependents. I have no faith in them, whatsoever. But football's weird. I don't know if you guys are football fans or not, but there's a lot of tough guys involved in football. But as I've researched it now, it kind of seems like one of the gayest things that you can do. It's a very gay thing. Like there's a lot of gay components to football. There's tight ends and there's long snappers. There's the Dallas Cowboys. It is just a it's a gay thing. No, seriously, like Romo, seriously, that's a typo. Okay, guys, come on. It's not happening. It's just like a true story. Thank you. Wow, and do you know that from experience, sir? There's a couple people in this bachelor party on the down low. I'm thinking. There's a lot of lineups. There's a lot of cute little goatees. I don't know what's happening over here with these guys. Gays can get married now. Speaking of marriage, that's like a thing now. And for me, I'm going to say something very not politically correct, but I am not for it at all. I am not. I just want to go on record. I am not for gay marriage. That is fucking with my life. Okay? Because to me, that was a perk of the lifestyle. That is why I signed up for it. It's at least one of the reasons I signed up for it. Like, I signed up for the gay lifestyle because you can't get married, you can't have sex, you can't go to church, you can't join the army, and no one in your family will ever speak to you again. That's why I signed up for it. That is exactly why. And I mean, like, all these liberals are like just taking like my personal rights away one by one. Because, gentlemen, let me ask you this. For the past 20 years, how cool would it have been if every time your girlfriend rolled over and said, honey, I think it's time we get married, you could say, baby, there's nothing I would like more in the world, but it's illegal. Because that is what I got to do for the past 20 years, and it was pretty cool. Okay, now even like gay people are now allowed to go out and adopt children. That is nuts to me. Like, I had decades of just unprotected sex, all willy-nilly, not worried about getting pregnant. Like, to me, that is like going out and having like unprotected sex and then feeling guilty about it, licking a park bench so you get herpes anyway. Like, why would I want to adopt kids? Like, that makes no sense. Like, there is a golden age of lesbians, gentlemen, that where like people wouldn't even let me near their kids, let alone let me have kids. Like, it was awesome. Like, I would be at like a little, you know, picnic, family picnic. They're like, Michelle, you haven't met the baby yet. Do you want to give Timmy his bottle? I'm a lesbian. George, take Timmy to the car. We're leaving. Like, that was just awesome. Like, did she hurt him? Is it okay? Like, that was awesome. And then also, like, churches now are appointing like gay and lesbian like ministers and things, like Episcopals and stuff. Like, that's crazy. Like, now I feel like I have to go to church. Like, it was awesome. I didn't have to go to church at all because everyone that I knew that went to church said they were praying for me. So that was awesome. So like, now I have like none of that stuff. Like, all of my like rights are just getting taken away. Are you guys having a big wedding? Is it a big thing? Is it going to be like, these aren't all groomsmen, right? Some of these people are just like off the street, or like cousins that are getting to do a reading or something, right? Like, this isn't all, is it all groomsmen? I'm not going to crash the wedding. Like, don't be so like not forthcoming with the information. I'm just trying to do my 8 minutes, get back to my Jack and Coke. Like, it's okay. You can answer me. It's fine. Is it a big wedding?
Yes, 25.
Wow, that is big. That is big. I have a problem with weddings a little bit because I get asked to be in weddings a lot, and it's not necessarily because I'm best friends with the bride or anything. Like, brides ask me to be in their weddings all the time to make them look thin, and I don't think that's right. I don't appreciate that. No, like, seriously, like is the bride do? What's the bride's name?
Jen.
Is Jen doing that? Does she have like a lot of fatties in her bridal party? Is that happening? No. He's like, no. So your girlfriend's in it is basically what you're telling me. Like, no, they're great. They look great. But my brother married this woman named Margie, and she didn't even hide the fact that she was putting like heavy set people, in the wedding. First of all, her name's weird, Margie. I think that's weird. I don't know any Margies. I don't know if you do. Like, to me, if your name's Margaret, you shorten it, it's Margie. I don't know where she got the hard G from. I don't know if that was a nickname she picked up in gym class or where she got that from. But she was a weird girl. And what she did to these bridesmaids' dresses is, I was like the smallest person in the bridal party. Okay, so that's how she was stacking the deck in her favor. And that wasn't the joke. That was just expository information. I don't know if that was polite back there. And your best friend is like applauding that you laughed at me. So that's... Wow, American Idol panel of judges in the back booth there. Okay, good for you, good for you. So anyway, the dresses, I just want you to hear how these dresses looked. The bottom was like a skirt. It was made of yards and yards and yards of that netting stuff. It's called tulle. That's easy to remember because you look like a tool when you're wearing it. And so the top of the dress is like a velvet, black, crushed. Yes, then that is the reaction. Look, you're holding your temples. This woman is like, are you serious right now? Right, so there's this big fluffy white on the bottom, crushed black velvet on top. In case I had any shape left to me, I was made to wear white tights and black patent leather shoes. Yeah, it hurts to even think about it. Thank you for your support. So what you have to picture is us bridesmaids look like a pod of orcas, just sort of going up and down. Here comes the bride, all dressed like the minister had like a pail of fish when we got up there. So it was horrible. Like, everyone knew how ridiculous I looked, except my mother had that little cardboard camera. I was going like, "You're so pretty, so pretty." So that's my experience with weddings. I hope yours go better, and I appreciate you guys supporting live comedy. I've been Michelle Tomko. That is my time. Yeah! Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. I love this guy.